What's up, Simmers? Let's get it poppin'. Today I'm going to share with you my Sims home makeover and a quick little celebration of Halloween because I did not get a chance to do a celebration for Halloween. So my Sims decided they was going to do it for me. And I was like, okay, cool. Y'all go ahead and do that for me. Hook me up. And that's what they're going to do at the end of the video. So please do stay tuned. So here we go. I'm going to show y'all this quick little makeover I'm about to do for their house because it look a little too old fashioned for me. And I want to modernize the house and I want to make it look a little spiffy. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to start by changing the second floor level. And what I'm going to do is build a balcony. And the reason why I want to build a balcony is because I just want to make it look a little bit better. So my Sims can be able to walk out on their balcony, sit out and chill, eat their food, look a little cute. Because there's nothing but the youth living here now because all the old have passed. So I'm going to go ahead and put this balcony right here. And then at this point, I was just going to go ahead and get rid of these columns because these columns have to go. Okay? They got to be gone. Because the way I was thinking about the design is not going to be needing no columns right there. So I just went ahead and put some small walls right here. I went to stretch it out. That was not going to work in my idea of what I'm trying to do. And I just put another one on the opposite side. And I just went ahead and got rid of the windows. And then I went ahead and just started pushing back the walls. And I'm going to keep the rustic look because I think it would be perfect for what I'm trying to do. But at this point, I was thinking about just go ahead and make the wall a little bit more taller in height. I was kind of debating between tall or medium walls. So I just went with the medium wall size in height. And I just went ahead and went straight to the backyard and started getting rid of some of the things. Not everything, but some, as you see. But I just went ahead right back to the front, and I think I had a ball with those particular columns. Wow. Okay. So I just went ahead and just moved the house back because I literally felt like I needed to give them a walkway to walk up to the front door. And right now at that point, I was getting the idea of what I wanted to do. So I just went ahead and started just painting the walls back with the rustic stones. And then at this point, I just thought about the shape of the wall. So I just went ahead and decided to use the octagon shape, because I wanted something different than what it looked like before. So I just went ahead and did that, and then I was like, look kind of crazy to have the octagon at the top, so I'm going to need it on the first floor. So I went ahead and got the octagon shape and put it right there, and boom. So after I went ahead and did that, I was just like, I'm going to go ahead and get the tool for the wall, and I'm going to even this out so it can look a little bit more even. Boom, there it is. So after I went ahead and did that, I was just like, go ahead and probably look around, see if I want to keep anything while I was deleting things. And then I was like, okay. So at this point, I just went ahead and copied this wall right here. And then I just went ahead and saw how that looked and decided to go ahead and move this fence. And then I just went ahead and put another one right here. So then I was like, okay, it's starting to look like a family home. But then when I went back on the inside, I was like, I have to get rid of this stuff. It is no point of having it sitting in here because it's all nothing but space. And it is time for them to get an interior design over, like make complete over. I mean, it's literally over for them. Wipe out. Because no. Gotta go. So now that was done, I just went ahead and painted the walls a little something, and I just went ahead up to the main top floor. Ah, boy. Wait until you guys see this. That was an empty room, nothing there. This was the little girl's room, bathrooms. Got rid of that. That was nothing there, just a walkway to come up. Gotta go. Point blank. And that was the parents' room. If I remember, yes it was. Mom and dad room. Gotta go. That was their personal bathroom. Gotta go. And that over there, supposed to be in the study room. Had to go. Got rid of them stairs too. Had to go. Period. So I just went ahead and decided to work on these windows. And I decided to go ahead and get the longer windows because I think it would be a lot more modernized a little bit. And I just went ahead and started placing the windows around. And I started liking it. I was like, okay. So I played around with trying to pick whatever I wanted. As you see, I kind of had to rise up the height of the wall for the second floor. And everything started coming along, and I was just like, okay. But I wanted to switch up the windows also. I did not want them all to be alike around the whole house. So I just went ahead and just was picking certain windows, looking at them, trying to picture it out. And at this point right here, I was trying to find that perfect little window. I was thinking to put a window right there, put that over here. And at this point, I was just like, that's not going to work. So I just went ahead and decided to try this one. That didn't work. And then I was like, finally, I think I have the one that I want to use. And at this point, I was like, it is coming to me. I am picturing the house. And boom. That wasn't going to work. So I had to go ahead and put in the move objects code. And that's the way that worked. So as you see, I just went ahead and I got my mind made up to go ahead and get the front door together. So I was trying to debate which door I would use. And at this point, I was like, which medium wall door would I use? This one or was it this one? So I went ahead with that one. Seemed a little bit more modern to me. I mean, the glass, door was too, but I just didn't want that. Not for this house. So I just went ahead and got rid of some of the windows on the side, them old windows, and I copied this right here so it could be on the second floor. Started getting rid of some things, and that was mom and dad's bed. And I just went ahead and started trying to select which freezes I was going to use. But I really didn't come into mind what I wanted to do just yet. So I just went ahead and stretched out the walls, knocked down some walls. Because at this point, sometimes, when I'm creating, I'm thinking, what do I want to do next? Like, would it look right? Would it look uneven? And I'm quite sure a lot of, you other simmers out here that create homes, you do the same thing. And you do a lot of rearranging just like I do. And sometimes, and I know I'm not the only one feel that way, you have to literally go back and look at it and go, And I know a lot of you pull away from the screen too and be like, let me back up away from the house and see how it looks. Just to make sure it looks nice. But at this point, you guys, I knew then. I was like, it's coming out the way I'm picturing it, because right here, instead of this being the kitchen, it's going to be actually the living room part. So I was like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to switch it up. I mean, because the inside is so much space, you know? So as you see right here, I had to literally close up some of the wide spaces, the walls, rearrange a little bit, and it was coming together. So I went ahead and changed the flooring part right there, made it gray. I backed up a little bit and said, well, let me get rid of this fence right here. And break it down, get rid of it. I got rid of the fence, and then I came back to the front. Now, as far as the walkway, I was trying to do something different. So I just went ahead and used the platforms, which I always do. I love using the platforms. Unfortunately, can't bring the platforms that far. But it actually turned out the way I wanted it. So I just went ahead and decided to add a little bit of stone look from the terrain, and just go ahead and put that on there and just play around to see what it'll look like. Mix it up. Now at this point, I didn't know why I couldn't like paint over that, so I ended up taking a hammer and deleting whatever that was on the ground, which was actually from the flooring. So I had to delete that. But at this point, I was just going ahead and playing around with different kind of floor terrain designs. I was just playing around, literally, y'all. So I just went ahead and stuck with this one and called it the day. And I was like, that's perfect. So I went and I did this and tried to see if that's what I want to do with that part. And then when it got to the grass, I was trying to figure out which grass I wanted to use. And that didn't really work with me, so I just went back to the lighter grass. And I was like, oh, that's too bright for me. Don't like it. Look like lime green. So I went back to just this type of grass. And I was like, okay, I think that's a little bit better. Right, I put it up on high speed, and then from there I just went ahead and finished off the little walkway part right here. After I did that, I was like, maybe I should go ahead and put a little bit of dirt, or maybe I should just go ahead and change the porch. So I just went ahead and changed the stairs. Now it's starting to look like something I like. And so as you see, I just went ahead and started changing the back steps on the back porch. And then I got to think about the side. Now, what I'm going to end up doing is right here, I decided I wanted to make a walkway. As you see, I got rid of that wall, and I'm going to build this fence. We'll close that up, and then boom. Close that up, and then I went ahead and was like, okay, so now they will be able to walk around. This will be an entry door right here. So my Sims can have 2 ways to walk in their home. And so I went ahead and used the glass door. And went ahead and got some long windows because I feel like that would be perfect to put on the side, but they will have curtains, so that would be perfect. So I just went ahead and added a little bit of plant life here. Well, actually a lot of plant life. Flowers. Scrubs. You know. A little shopping. So far I was just like, okay, I'm loving it. And I added some more plant life and scrubs and flowers. I just went ahead and stretched out the side porch. I added a fence because I think I wanted to go ahead and make it a little bit more walkable. And so as you see, I just moved a little chimney right there to the side. And at this point I was trying to debate how I was going to have the walkway right there on the side of the house. And I was like, I'm going to stretch this out and put another door right there. So I just went ahead and deleted that stuff out of the way and just went ahead and stretched this out. And I was like, perfect. And I went ahead and put a little door right here. Boom. And then I was just like, okay. And I just painted the flooring. Or colored, however you want to say, color the flooring. So I was checking out how the wall was looking. Decided I wanted to stretch it out, move it around, but that wasn't working, and I knocked it out and then just rebuilt that part right there. And then I felt like it was okay, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna try something different. And I kind of paused to think on what I was doing, and so I just went ahead and just knocked the walls down and just added some half walling. The reason why I didn't show but so much of what I was doing because I know a lot of people do not like sitting through a very long video. So I just went ahead and skipped all of that, you guys, and decided to just get straight to the point. And as you see, I am completely just getting rid of everything in the inside. Like I said, I could have just went ahead and bulldozed the whole house, but I didn't. And just went with a little bit of what I was doing and just decided to get rid of certain things and rearrange how the house looks. Now at this point, I was just literally looking at adding a little bit more touches with the roofing and putting what I wanted to picture in my brain in the game. Y'all hear that rhyme? Okay. But I went ahead and just stuck with that. And then I just said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try to work on this chimney right here. That didn't work anyway, so I just went ahead and added some trees around the backyard. I had to go ahead and delete that one little part of that fence right there. Somewhere, yep, it was right there. I had to get rid of that. And so that came along, and I just went ahead and decided to switch it up a little bit more here and show you guys this part of how we're looking so far in the front. And at this point, I actually was trying to figure out what type of windows to put on the side right here. So I think I stuck with this because I like I said, the longer windows or the wider ones. The little small windows are not working for me as much. So I went ahead and got rid of them. Looked around the front. I said okay. Pull the roofing down a little bit more. Had to get rid of some of the stuff in the baby's room because there is no baby. Rearranging the height of the room. And this is what it looked like so far. Started adding this trimming around the house. You guys see the front, a lot of plants, flowers, scrubs. Adding a lot of freezes up in there. Yeah, boy. Start coming together, y'all. Y'all see these. And then after I looked at that, I was like, okay. I was going to go ahead and add that with that, but I was like, it's not. Would have made it look a little bit too much. So I just went ahead, start working on the windows on this side here. Y'all already know, I'm not even going to say it. That's right, big windows. And then after I did that, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and try to use a more modern type wider window. And this is what it looked like. Boom, there it is. I think my Sims are going to love this house. I literally love this upgrade. I mean, they can walk on the walkway right there, go through the front door. They can walk down this side porch right here, go into this door over here. They can go through the door, go straight in the house, or they can come out through that side door right there and go straight down into the backyard. Then they can get into the hot tub. They got the back porch right here where they can chill. You got the walkway back there that's leading you to the hot tub. Then you got the little grill section where they can sit and chill. I mean, you can't beat that. And yes, I put a fence, you guys, around the house. I just like putting a fence around the house. To me, it's just like a barrier. Don't mind me though. But yeah, I took away all the trees too, and I just went ahead and left those 2 trees there in the front. And I just, you know, I felt like I needed to upgrade, like I said, for their household. They really needed it, you know. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, you know. But hold up. Wait a minute, y'all thought it was over? Remember in the beginning I said I was going to have my Sims have a little celebration for Halloween? Well, guess what? They did that. They did that thing. Y'all, they got out here and they had a great time. They was even out here dancing in the back. They loved the new makeover of the house. They had a good time. I fixed it up, had the balloons. The kids was dancing. The adults was having a good time. You see them celebrating. Right here, they got the little decorations for Halloween. They was dressed up in their costumes. They had a bartender. They was out here carving pumpkins, y'all. Pumpkins. Bartender having a good time. Look, you even see that my Sims is happy. Homegirl was up in there running her mouth. She always talking. She's the talk of the family. But you see the llama right there. He up there having a good time talking to the chef. My homie right here, he went up in there and he went and got some treats. That ain't work out too good for him, but he was all right. And then after that, went right back outside, and I was just looking at everybody just really having a blast. And that's how it was supposed to be for Halloween. So I hope all of you had a great holiday, and I hope that your holidays coming up is going to be great for you too. And yes, thank you for tuning in, for watching my channel. So I hope you subscribe, like, and leave your comments down below. And I hope your holidays coming up going to be great. So guess what? God bless. Stay tuned. And guess what? Keep cool vibes. All right. I'm out. Peace.